So hi guys, long time no see for the normal vlog. It is September 4th, it is Wednesday, and I just got an Amazon package, which this was my treat to myself with my San Japan money. Every time, I've decided, I can't say every time because I've only done one other con, but every time I have a successful con, I want to do a little something to treat myself that isn't exactly like work related. When you're self-employed, obviously, like, a lot of people don't understand, most of your money has to go back into, like, restock and, you know, things like that. And I made that, so I'm still good, so it's not like that or anything. But I was, like, I did really, really well. Paid off all my stuff. I have a good savings. I'm pretty neat now. I'm able to afford more merch, and so everything's good. But then I was like, I really, really want to treat myself, because I have this Polaroid. My voice is still gone. But I haven't been able to use it in forever, because the film is kind of a bitch. It's really expensive to get, so it's better to get the packs on Amazon. And then I bought myself because I've been trying to waste less, I've talked about this before, I bought myself some reusable batteries, rechargeable batteries, and a rechargeable battery charger, because the Polaroid takes normal batteries, and batteries can be like one of the most harmful things in dumps. And so with this, I mean, it's still bad, but it's not as bad because they're rechargeable, so I can just keep using them, and it came in a value pack, so thank you, Amazon. And then I got these because I've been bullet journaling again, but like actually bullet journaling. Let me show you. Oh, I reorganized my little study here. So hold on, I gotta hide a couple pages because a couple are personal. But this is my one right now. It's not fancy at all. I'm like really rusty. But I made a habit tracker and an expense tracker. And then this is going to be my spread for next week. This is my current week spread. But I just really wanted to get back into it. And I sold my Copics recently, and I didn't want to use Copics in a bullet journal. Those are alcohol markers, so I was researching, and a lot of things were saying Crayola markers. But I kind of wanted brush tip. And these are water-based, and I have ideas for these that I've seen a couple other people do. So I'm really excited, and I hope you guys don't mind some bullet journaling content, because it's really helped. And my desk is a disaster. I also got my period, and I am tired as fuck. So I'm uploading a video. I'm listening to Jack play Mana Median, and now I'm going to make sure that my camera takes these batteries, so I didn't just waste my money. So yeah. And then there's a boy. There's a boy. There's a boy. There's a boy. So hi guys, it is Tuesday, and not Tuesday, it's Thursday. The fuck am I saying? It's Thursday night, because I just did a lot of errands today and I didn't feel like vlogging them. I'll be vlogging a bit more tomorrow, but I'm letting you guys know because people have asked for it, and I am going to make a witch cake. What is a witch cake? Well, it's normally a Jello poke cake if you're not a witch, or you don't, consider yourself pagan, Wiccan, spiritual, whatever. So if you don't care about that stuff, because I've had quite a few people actually ask me about it, and my voice is still gone, if you could kind of tell. It's basically, you would originally, and if I had time and I wasn't tired and I don't have a lot of stuff I have to do tonight, which I do, I would make the cake from scratch, because I love doing that stuff for my kitchen witchery, but yeah, we're not doing that. So we're doing Betty Crocker lemon cake in a box. Because, you know what, it still counts. It still counts in my mind. But, just 1 second, I have to get some of my witch ingredients anyway. Okay. Sorry for that, I'm not wearing pants, and I just don't want you to accidentally get a panty shot of me, because I don't feel cute. So, we have the cake mix in a bowl. We have our 3 eggs, as the box says, but I like adding an extra egg. That might just be me. Hopefully you don't get a panty shot because I forgot to grab the extra egg. Whenever I bake anything from an instant thing, I like using real eggs. I mean, not real eggs, it's kind of obvious. I like using one egg more than normal, especially for this. So, we're going to use some of my moon water. And obviously, if you have enchanted water or any water you're keeping, always double check to make sure it is clean and healthy and not getting fungus, because I made that mistake once. Wouldn't think it would happen, but it did. And so that's why I also suggest, if you're doing it, get clean mason jars that have never been used for anything else. I used this mason jar, I cleaned it in the oven, and by cleaning it in the oven, it means when I got it, I just baked it in the oven. Obviously not the lid, I boiled the lid and this separately. And then this was just my magic thing. So, normally I would use the whole thing for the ingredient, but I don't have that much left, and I didn't get to make any more during any of the solstices right now, so I have to wait until Mabon, however you say it. It is this month. But because of that, I don't want to use all of it, because I have to use some for the Jell-O mixture. So, the recipe calls for 1 cup of normal water, so we're going to get our little basic bitch measuring cup here, and we're going to take our moon water, or our blessed water, or whatever you want. And for the cooking, I like using only a little bit and then normal ingredients, so I'm going to do about 4 tablespoons for the eggs. And then I'm going to put this back in the fridge while I fill it with normal water, because I actually don't want this out. Normally when I do this by myself, I just do the ingredients in the fridge, because, you know, it's moon water, so it shouldn't be registered to light. But honestly, most parts of kitchen witchery are all about the stirring and the intent, so now we're just going to add the rest of the water. And I also need to get a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So we'll do that in a minute. So, we're going to now add the water. And we're going to mix. Now, I'm just going to mix up the ingredients, and then I'm going to move it over to when you're supposed to. In almost all witchcraft that I've noticed, and all kitchen witchery, they really, really, really want you to do it counterclockwise or clockwise with your intent. I just do it this way, so I do it basic clockwise. But I like to mix my ingredients more, especially for when I have a tiny bowl like this. If I had my big bowl, I wouldn't care. My big bowl is currently holding fried rice in my fridge, so get you all nice and mixed up here. So now what I like to do for this kind of thing is, this is going to be pretty much a positive vibes cake, because my husband and I are stressing out. Like, things are good since I got back, but we got hit with some surprise bills, which just, we've realized now pretty much the summer is going to suck. It really killed us, especially because if you hear that in the background, we need to have our air conditioning running. So, also, it doesn't have to be a lemon cake. I just picked a lemon cake because I'm also going to use orange Jell-O. Originally, I would use lemon Jell-O because lemon is very summery and, you know, citrusy, and since it is the end of summer, I felt that it was also just fair. And it's a cake Cody likes, so, you know, win-win there. So now, I don't like saying this part out loud, so I'm going to put my positive intentions into my eggs. And hopefully I don't get anything bad. One time I did this and I got like a bloody egg, and it was a really, really freaky bad sign. But, again, this is where I like to do the quiet moments for it. So you're just going to see a little sped up version real quick while I crack each egg, mix it, have my my intention. With witchcraft and just crafts in general, from what I've learned and what I've read and what works for me, is doing it internally, kind of like, you know, praying and stuff like that. But there are people who they don't give a fuck, and they're just like, okay, I'm going to have my attention be known, and that's good for you. I'm not one of those people, so. Did my little spill, and now I'm putting in the oil. And you guys probably didn't hear it, but my oven did beep. So that means that I get to put this in the oven soon. And then we're gonna watch it bake, and I'm excited. Because this is the easy part. Making the cake, like I said, especially since it's a box cake, is always the easy part. So now that all the ingredients are mixed up, again, mix it counterclockwise, or clockwise. I always say it wrong, and then I'm like, no, it's this way. Clockwise is the right way. Unless it's flipped on the camera for some reason. But yeah, that's just it for the first part. And the next part will be the Jell-O topping / filling. Because this is a cooling cake, because it's also been really fucking hot here. And so I was like, yeah, another good way to say goodbye to summer is, to have a summery cake to separate it. And you might be asking, why aren't you doing this on Maybon? And why are you doing it now? I just feel like doing it now. There's that thing too. From what I've learned, at least with Minecraft, is everything goes down to feelings. Everything in Magic and Fate, it all comes down to feeling. If you feel like doing it, do it. If you get a bad feeling, don't do it. That kind of stuff. And that's how I've always felt about a lot of things. So for Maybon, I'm still going to make something. I just don't know what it's. I'm probably going to make bread. I'm very basic. I like my bread. Bread is good. Bread has proper intentions. But next is the boring part of me just putting this in the cake pan. Now, just so you guys know, something I do want to get in the future for my witchery is, or my craft, however you want to call it, I want to get a spoon wand. They do have them, and they make them, and the only reason why I don't want to make my own is because, knowing my luck, I would mess it up, and I would end up getting, like, wood shavings or something in my food. And so I'm, like, looking for the right place. I've seen a couple places do it, and I have a couple friends who do, like, woodworking stuff, but it's supposed to be kind of like a personal thing. Like, to me, I consider craft, my craft and everything, I consider it like my spirituality, my connection to something, greater than myself. And so I don't really feel right, I shouldn't say paying for it, because I've bought stuff like crystals and herbs and stuff, but I just don't feel right having someone, second-handedly doing it, especially someone who, like, I know doesn't believe in it. It's kind of like, and I know people could debate me on this, it's kind of like if you're really, really Christian, and you go to an atheist selling crosses, it just seems like it's wrong. Some people can debate me, whatever, it's just how I feel. So, my batter's all good. Let's go put you in. I hear you, oven! So cake is in the pan, it's about to go in the oven. Another little thing that I would normally do, but I wouldn't do for this cake, because it's a lemon cake, is I would get honey, and I would draw runes of my intention, what I want, good vibes, pretty much. Get rid of the negativity, bring in the positivity kind of stuff. But because it's this, and I'm already going to add a lot of sweetener with the Jell-O, I didn't want to add that extra bit. And I believe my eggs were good enough. Again, do what you want. It's your lemon witch cake. Ain't that right, boy? So we're going to bake this, and then once this is done and cooled, I'm going to let it air cool, and then I'm going to make the Jell-O topper. And so our cake is done. At least that part. So now I air it out, so that way I can turn my oven off, because we no longer need it. I'm going to get my Whittle pot, and we're going to make the Jell-O topper. So, again, just like this, I'm going to get some moon water, put a couple of tablespoons in here for how many cups I need for the Jell-O. So for the Jell-O topper, again, if you're not doing magic with it, which I am, all you have to do, very basic bitch of Jell-O or Jell-O knockoff. On the instructions, it says to add 1/2 cup of 2.5 cups of boiling water, and then wait, that's for jigglers. I don't want a fucking jiggler. Where was it? It was 2 cups boiling water and 2 cups cold water. For this, you don't need the cold water. We're just gonna put the boiling hot Jell-O mixture on this and then throw it in the fridge. So we're going to do the exact same thing that I did with that. Just the topper. And so for the topper, your intent should be usually something to go on the outer side while, your intentions seep out and clean your space and give you good vibes. I'm really bad at explaining this stuff. If you read the magic books, they make more sense. But, I get it. And that's kind of all that matters, right? Don't come to me for magic advice. I'm still learning. So, story of my life. I forgot to have the camera on when I recorded the Jell-O part, but it is now in my fridge and it is cooling, It'll be ready to eat by the time Cody gets off of work, so we'll each have a small slice after dinner. I'm probably going to eat just leftovers for me. I'm going to chill, and then I'm going to work, because Cody's going to be home in about 4 or 5 hours, and I got to clean the kitchen. But other than that, it's been a very productive day. So let's do that art montage that I should be doing, and I didn't just trip standing on nothing. No. So I've decided, after much thought, however I hold the camera, I am going to turn this vlog, obviously, into a 2-week vlog because I didn't really start doing this until Wednesday-ish, I think. I have to check again when I'm editing this, but it's going to be really, really short, and I felt like I haven't done a lot this week because I really haven't, besides, you know, clean. Well, I have done stuff. What am I talking about? Anyway, just turning it into 2 because I feel like I haven't done a lot. And this weekend's going to be pretty boring because Cody's going off to his motorcycle classes, and then it's just me and the boy. So it is Friday. It is It Chapter 2 day. I'm actually going right now to go to the theater because my theater is super fucking close. So, I don't think I mentioned this. If I did, I'm sorry. But I'm going to try my best to go vegetarian for 30 days. Why vegetarian and not vegan? Because I've had some people debate me on this. You guys know I have a lot of health issues and stomach issues and budgetary issues, and where I live it's not financially reasonable with my health issues and my dietary issues to be able to afford a proper vegan diet where I'm getting everything I need and supplements right now. So, also, nothing wrong with meat. I love meat eating, and nothing wrong with vegetarians or veganism. It's just, this is something I always wanted to see if I could do. So, ow. And he bite. Thanks, why you bite? Also, he's a man. He's wearing his little Halloween choker again. So, yeah, there's that. So, that's also going to help, hopefully, incentivize me to not buy shitty food. So, I also have to drop off some books at the library that I took out that I'm going to do after the movie because Cody just left for work and it is it's almost noon, which means that I'm going to get that cheap matinee ticket and go to the library. You know, a productive adult day. Alrighty, so my computer doesn't want to function. I got about halfway through some work, and then it just decided that my tablet screen didn't want to calibrate anymore. My mouse went over there. I tried recalibrating it. Nothing's working, so I'm just going to restart and let it relax for a bit. And I guess while I do that, I'm going to do some inventory. So you're going to watch a cool montage of me doing inventory. Because I'm wide awake, because I accidentally took a nap, and I gotta do it, and I keep putting it off. And here's my knockoff candle that I'm taking with me, because I want it to burn evenly. So... Alright, inventory's done. I don't know why the fuck I'm yawning, I'm not tired. I took a nap today. So let's go see, well, first I gotta put these away. Hold on. I'll show you my super awesome, epic, amazing, excuse me, storage compartment. First I have to close my door so my neighbors don't see me. So, gonna move my scan and cut. And this is my charm storage. It's actually currently filled with some Halloween bags that I'm gonna use when my store opens again in early October. But I might open up a little earlier for pre-orders because I have ideas for a couple things. Oh look, pads! I have an idea for a few things that I really want to do, and I bought these last year for the Inktober's that never ended up happening, so I now have a fuck ton of these mailer bags that I want to use. So we're gonna go stack the stuff now. It's not recording. There we go. What are we doing today?
Sorry.
His foot hurts. You want to explain why your foot hurts? Bless you.
Why does my foot hurt?
Yes.
I
Here.
am over competitive. So I was doing my motorcycle training yesterday to get my license, and they had us doing an exercise where we're turning and like practicing how much you can lean. And like I've ridden motorcycles before, and so
I got a spider bite.
So there was a dude. She's gonna turn it into Spider Woman. There was a dude there, and he was pretty good, but I wanted to be better. So I leaned too far, and I'm used to my motorcycle, which is a little bit taller, and your ground clearance is a little bit better than the one I was on. And so I leaned it over, and it grabbed the ground with one of the foot pegs, which took my foot off of it, and then I like got it crushed underneath part of the motorcycle temporarily, and it bruised the shit out of my foot. But luckily I was wearing proper boots, so it didn't hurt me that bad. It just hurts a little bit. So yeah.
We're gonna go to we're going to the library, and then we're going to pick up a couple of things, and then we're gonna get lunch.
Yay.
Yay. Why can't I show you?
No!
Honey! Honey, I'm a-coming. Honey, I'm a-coming.
Bitch, where's the zipper?
I don't know, where
The condom!
you want to talk about what it is you have here?
I
Here's...
bought my new jacket. This is not it. This is just the rain liner. I was just being stupid. Trying it on to make sure. I'm so fat, don't look at me.
I knew.
Ah, it's so hot. It's almost like it's a thermal liner. I won't be needing this. Why are you videoing me?
Because it's vleeg.
The weed.
Because vleeg.
Ah, my elbow. No, my elbow gear.
Show the people your cool stuff.
Son of a bitch.
Your elbow gear?
The elbow pad. The armor.
Ah.
So that when I fall, my elbow doesn't get this. God damn it, I fucked up the elbow.
You want to explain to the people why you had to get a motorcycle jacket?
Because I own a motorcycle.
But I mean, why?
Why do I own one, or why do I need a jacket?
Why for everything? Why is life?
Why is life? Well, if I knew that answer, I wouldn't be here. But yeah, I needed one because otherwise falling would hurt.
A lot.
Generally, on a motorcycle, even worse.
Want to tell them what you did to your foot?
I may or may not have crushed it slightly while turning at my little, like,
Your class?
class that I was doing. It's not my fault. Okay, it's like 98% my fault. But still, it's not my fault, okay? There was a bitch there, and I had to show him up, and I hurt myself. Well, we already talked about this in the previous part of the vlog.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, well, we're going to recap. There's the TLDR. You hear the snappings. A motorcycle jacket ASMR.
No.
Just...
Snip, snap. The gun's coming out, motherfucker. So yeah, it's an adventure jacket, so it's not like all super like, ooh, it's a leather jacket. Ooh. No, it's like, ooh, it's high-vis and safe and has pockets.
And you won't be baking alive in the California heat.
Yeah, it's much lighter without the thermal liner in it.
So the thermal liner's for when it's like cold.
Cold. It's technically a 4-season jacket, so I could wear it
Year round?
year-round.
Well, that's cool. I like it. I like the gray. And you said it matches your helmet.
Yeah. My helmet.
Big Yee or Little Yee? So hi guys, it is Tuesday. I'm very tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep. But I'm gonna go see Anna because I can't focus on work right now. And when I have a rough night like that and I'm allowed to see my friends and like cool my head, I take it. Because before I didn't take enough like care of my mental health. I really didn't. I know it's supposed to be a great angle watching me put this on. But and so I made sure to make a thing where I'm like, okay, if I'm having a bad day and I can see my friends or I can like chill and relax and there's a motorcycle and I can afford to take it, I'm gonna take it because you just gotta take care of yourself sometimes. So next time you guys see me in the next clip, I'm gonna be hanging out with Aerofex or Empress Kaiju because she changed her username. Her name's Anna, so I'll see you guys then.
Okay. Really quick. Can I interrupt for a second? Since I'm going to Melee, I'm going to ask you to take mine.
So is he looking better now, or are you just working on another drawing?
I'm just doodling on the side until I get my references.
You could just doodle on a new page.
I have a problem with having to fill up the page before I go to the...
Are you serious?
I get that, but that also
For the exception of, like, these, because I also want to draw shit on here. Thankfully, I'm not making these pages as thick as the other ones.
That's good. Well, I mean, you can also go and close it after a while.
I also would double up on them, too. So
Right,
that would
yeah.
make it even thicker, so I'm like, I'm only putting a couple.
All of that thick.
That was a lot of thick.
So hey guys, it is Friday the 13th, and I'm actually going to end the vlog here. I know I look disheveled and messy, but it's already being like a week and a half in one, and I kind of feel like today's a good cutting off point because we're going to have a very busy weekend for once, and so because of that, I kind of want to finish this, get the vlog edited, get it all good. I am recording, right? Yes, I am. I'm dumb, I'm rusty, but yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do, and then I will see you guys next week for my normal uploads again on this channel. So, bye!